Hello and welcome back to Factorio. David is still on Vulcanus.
I am. I'm still stranded.
Where else would he be? Meanwhile, I am on Nauvis and I have done some stuff.
Am I allowed to look and see what you've done?
Well, if you open up Nauvis and zoom out massively,
okay,
you will see the grid.
Ooh,
as I have termed it.
Yes.
So
that's
the grid
a big
is
grid.
The grid is secure-ish.
Ish.
Okay. Occasionally the grid is breached. Generally it's in the bottom left, or the middle left, or the top left. The right, typically okay. It's the left that's an issue.
Yeah.
The situation basically is that an expansion party might take out one node of the grid. Oh, you've got an example happening right now. Actually in the top right. An expansion party will take out a node of the grid. It will then be destroyed by the next node when it moves on. The robots will then rebuild the node. That's fine. The problem comes when an expansion party settles just outside the radius of the laser turrets, and then a behemoth worm can attack the laser turrets without being attacked back.
Yes.
And that is where we have to step in with a tank.
Otherwise it's just an endless loop of us stuffing him destroyed.
Yeah. But generally, an expansion party can be taken out by 2, maybe 3 nodes.
There you go, that was taken out.
And we're producing equipment now to repair the nodes at a fast enough rate. So occasionally we'll get an alert, and then stuff will be fixed later when the robots get up there eventually.
I'm just zooming at the map, there's so many bugs everywhere.
Yeah. Yep. Also, it was not capable of building this itself.
Okay.
So it can. The robots could build it itself because each node is within the radius of the previous roboport.
Yes.
But they obviously, as you've seen with the expansion parties, the nodes can't even defeat an expansion party on their own, so they definitely can't defeat a base.
Yeah.
So I had to go round and remove every base that was in its radius.
That must have taken a while.
But it's done now. It's cleared. Biters should never get within this grid. The problem is, if you turn off the roboport overlay, it's not actually too bad at the moment, our pollution.
It's not too bad. It's not great.
When I finished the grid yesterday, the pollution was just extending beyond the grid on the left.
Okay.
I've since chucked a ton of efficiency modules in all of our miners to try and help.
Yeah.
And because the base has stopped producing a lot of things now, because it's stockpiled everything.
Yes, it's dropped down quite a lot.
It's died down a lot, but it's something to be aware of. If the pollution extends much more, we'll need to extend the grid.
Yes.
Because the pollution cloud must always be within the grid.
Also, I've seen that you've made a new oil train.
I have made a new oil train. I was having oil shortages and I was having stone shortages. I needed a lot of landfill.
To be fair, we're going through a lot of oil. We only had one station for a long time.
Yeah, so
I'm not surprised.
I claimed a lot more land to the south than we originally anticipated needing, so I could get that oil field.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Right, then new news. If you zoom in on the copper drop-off, you will see my old quality setup that has expanded quite significantly.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
I have rare tanks.
Items.
I have rare tanks.
Ooh. How much more health do they have? That's 32,000. How much does the default tank have?
I've got some up just above the oil drop-off. They're 2,000, so it's just over 50% more. But also they've got a larger equipment grid.
That's pretty good. Okay.
Their equipment grid is 8x10 instead of, I think, 6x8. So they fit more.
Nice.
We've got an awful lot of rare tanks now. There's 10 in the crate. So
you've got rare armour. Almost.
And this is the other thing. We're producing rare armour, so it's only produced one so far, which I've put on. It's very close to a second.
That's good.
There is an alarm set up, so it will tell us when it produces a rare armour.
Are we going to be able to request that in the rocket?
Yes. So my rocket, my space platform that I will be using today is requesting one. It'll probably get the one that I have to take off in order to get in the space platform.
You have to take it off.
Do you not? I thought you did.
No.
In which case I need to
just
request
ammo. It's just ammo and all your inventory. You can keep your suit on and all the modules. And your weapons, just no ammo for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That saves me some effort.
Yes.
So yes, this has been running. The quality system is problematic.
Yeah, I think. What do we need? Recyclers.
Yes, which is why I'm going to Fulgora. I'll get recyclers on Fulgora. The issue is if the quality items back up, we stop producing normal items.
Yes, I did find that when I was doing some maintenance, and we just had
I've
no
improved
iron.
matters. There's more chests.
Good.
The rare tanks were having a major issue where we had nowhere near enough rare steel.
Okay.
And this came about because we're only producing a fifth of the steel as we are the iron and copper.
Yes.
Which doesn't help. And so obviously we're getting a fifth of the rare steel.
Yeah.
As we are iron and copper. But I've killed two birds with one stone. So we were overflowing on uncommon iron plates.
Yeah.
Which I have now put in over here at the end of the iron storage. Some inserters with a cable on them. So these inserters turn on when the uncommon iron plates in those 4 chests that they take out of exceed 600. So if we have more than 600 uncommon iron plates in storage, the inserters turn on and dump the excess onto this belt.
Okay.
Which goes all the way along here and into an uncommon steel smeltery.
Okay.
In which there's quality modules to try and increase the amount of rare steel we get, which has helped.
Yeah.
So we have 251 rare steel in storage now.
That's pretty good.
I've also been making quality modules because they are better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So rare tanks are okay, we've got a reasonably good supply of them. I might even start producing another row in that chest. Rare power armor is taking a lot longer because they need 100 speed modules and 100 efficiency modules.
Is that Mark II power armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't worth making the Mark 1 stuff, but the Mark II power armor, and I've been making uncommon as well. The Mark II power armor is in the recipe for the mech armor. So when we eventually unlock the mech armor, we'll need Mark II power armor to build it.
Yeah.
So having some uncommon and rare stacked up ready would be useful.
Yes.
But yes, each one takes 100 of those 2 modules, and the modules take 5 red circuits each, and that's what's holding us up, is the limit of red circuits.
Yeah. Is there any manual moving around components you can do to speed it up? Just like requested it on my on the battle barge.
Yeah, no,
so
there isn't. There's literally nothing we can do, I don't think.
That's fine. I will just have to wait then, I think. Are we under attack again?
Don't mind them. They're probably fine.
So, the plan for today is I'm going to try and kill one of those giant worms.
Yeah.
Because they.
I think what we need to do with the attacks on Malvis, we just need to keep an eye on is it a worm spitting or is it a biter? If it's a biter, it's fine.
Yes.
If it's a worm, we need to intervene. So yes, you're taking on a worm. Not a worm, but a destroyer.
It's a worm.
It's a worm.
We'll see how it goes. We've done a bit of research on it. In theory, I can take it down. In practice, we'll see.
Yeah.
Whereas you are abandoning Malvis.
I am. It's a shame because I've just got my rare tank, but I've got a rare tank ready on the space platform for Fulgora.
Good.
Take
multiple. Take multiple. Take multiple tanks.
I could do, yes.
I've just put 2 tanks on the battle barge for me.
Yeah, let me. I do have 2 on the. I do have 2 on Nostromo.
Oh, that's fine then. So yeah,
I also need to add my logistic chests.
Which... So that's going to Fulgora. What do we get from Fulgora? There we go. Have a look at that set of science we do. So, have you made some lightning rods?
Not yet.
Well, no, you can't. You have to do that on that
haven't done
planet.
the science.
Have you made some assemblers?
They're on the space platform.
Good.
Ready to go.
So yeah, that'll unlock recycling once you've mined a Fulgoran Vault Ruin. Which yields
Fulgora
scrap steel plates,
unlocks-
iron gears, sticks, copper cable and stone. It's not mix.
The only research that Fulgora unlocks is recycling. What it looks.
It might have some later knock-on effects.
Recycling obviously unlocks a lot later on, but
right. So obviously the fast inserter. There's currently a fast inserter that's using filters with nothing in it. Is that designed for my science pack when I send it down?
there's yes.
I can just put that in there already.
Yeah.
That might be better. And then I'll blacklist it on the other.
Yes, that's the
Inserter as well.
remove everything else inserter.
Yes. But it's going to be a little difficult because we're bringing the other sciences from space as well.
Yes.
We're going to have to tunnel them underneath the yellow science.
We are. It
That's fine.
should be fine. We should be able to do it.
Actually, speaking of, white science looks like it stopped.
No, it is running. It's just running very, very slowly.
Why? It is just running slowly, isn't it?
It's the asteroid collectors at the back picking up ice, getting barely any asteroids. Because they're all being picked up by the ones at the front that are already full of the other stuff.
I know what part of the issue is. So that the ones at the back didn't have the correct filters in them.
Did they not? That's not going to happen.
So they were full of everything else.
I hadn't looked at that. I'd just seen that very,
That's
very
on me.
little ice was coming in, and so we were producing very little space science. We were getting it, like it was coming in trickles.
Yeah.
But when white is the bottleneck and not purple or yellow, something's wrong. There was a brief period last night that green was the bottleneck. That was
rare.
That was my fault.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not sure it was. Maybe it was. It was the stone drop-off was set to... It didn't have a train limit on it. So the two stone trains had both arrived trying to drop off. One of them was stuck blocking the entire main line.
Okay. Okay, we've got some ice coming through now.
So, it didn't work really. Basically.
Yeah.
Basically, it didn't go great.
Balance some stuff out again. There we go.
But yeah, because it was blocking the main line, it had blocked all the iron trains coming in, so we were getting no iron for several hours while I'd left it running while I was out, which didn't help. And so it just drained the iron bus completely. But it's fixed now. Situation's resolved.
Oh, white science on the way. It's like 3 rockets for the white science.
I know, because it sends it in one at a time.
Yeah.
I mean, the advantage of having so many extra cargo bays is that we can accept lots of rockets at once. But it's not ideal.
Yes. Right. I'm being more annoying with it now. Right. Am I likely
I've
to get
looked
that power
up,
on
is there a
range
way
soon?
to only send X amount at a time? And the answer is no, there is not.
Yeah.
There is,
Gotta
but
deal
it's
with it.
very, very tedious to set up and doesn't really work.
Yeah. Let's remove that. Right, the battle barge has got everything I need, so I'm going to send it back to me.
Okay, I am going to double check that Nostromo is getting everything it needs, and then I will hop in it.
You get to go to another planet.
It's still waiting on the last requester chests.
Okay.
Or, well, in fact, all 100 requester chests. I think the battle barge took priority.
It hasn't been requesting much recently. I think the battle barge was finished requesting stuff before I handed it over to you.
Right.
The server, so it is just a little bit slow loading everything up.
Let me get some chests to put my inventory in. Actually, my main inventory, I don't really... I do need a chest for my blueprints. There's something I should probably request on Nostromo. I'll take some repair kits with me.
The battle barge isn't taking any damage.
No, there's nothing else in my inventory I need to hold on to, is there? No. Okay, I can just say... Well, I could say trash unrequested, but I can't without turning my personal logistics back on, which I don't want to do. There's no easy way to tell the bots to just take everything off of my person.
You can... The easier thing to do is move it into your trash slots. But yeah, there's no easy way. Which is why I just didn't put stuff back into my inventory when I started going back into space. Just rely on the robots to do it all. Right.
That's fine. I'll just drain my inventory and then I can go to
the
space.
Battle barge is now at Aldernas. Still slowing down. But everything's recharging. Okay. Right.
Come on, bots. There are a lot of bots in the network. Basically, every Roboport in the grid requests 50 of each type of bot.
That's
when placed.
A lot.
There is a reason. It doesn't need to be 50. 50 is a lot, I will admit. But it's to try and have repairs be able to be done a bit quicker. Unfortunately, they can't request repair kits. They can only hold repair kits that have been taken out there. So the first repair takes forever because it has to get a robot has to come from the main base with a repair kit.
Yeah.
But once it's got a stockpile of repair kits sorted, it can then just use the repair kits it's already got to carry out repairs immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but as a result, I've set the limit of robots being put into the network at not quite 50 times the number of roboports. Not every roboport is requesting the robots, basically. So I think the limit is like 70k at the moment, which is far too many, but it's getting there.
Yeah.